One of my habits now is ignoring all data. It's great. I love when people come to me and say, actually, we've got the data to prove. To prove what, you little What are you going to prove to me? I can prove to you that the ice caps are melting. There's ice in my water right now. I'm going to leave the water unattended until the ice melts. Will the water overflow out of the cup? No. Why are all the richest, most important people in the world who are...
Wait, you fucking moron. That's the reason why oh my God. So he's pointing out if you have a glass and the water is all the way to the tipping point, and then you have ice there, if the ice melts, the water is not going to tip over, right? Water is not going to come out, right? So he's saying, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. So that means that if the ice melts, in North and South Pole, then the water shouldn't be rising by that same principle. First of all, you just dismissed data, and now you're using data to make a point. So what the fuck are you saying? Like, are you anti-data or for data? And if you are anti-data, then how the fuck are you coming to conclusions? Are you just like, trust me? Is it just trust me, bro? Is it just trust me, bro? It's like, what is your source then? Is it just gut feelings? I don't understand how could you be against data. But maybe actually, you're not going to listen to me because I'm going to give you data. But the reason why if the ice melts, water will rise is because a lot of the fucking ice is on land. A lot of that ice isn't, what is that called? Hold on. So let me tell. Okay, so you have this is land. There's a lot of fucking ice on top of this land. There's also ice that is floating in the ocean. If the ice that is floating in the ocean, if that melts, that is not going to make the water levels rise because of the concept that you just mentioned. But a lot of the fucking ice is not floating in the fucking ocean. A lot of the ice is on land. That's glaciers, right? Yeah, so a lot of the ice is on fucking land, and if that melts, that's going to add to the water that was never in the ocean to begin with, you fucking moron. That's why water levels are going to rise. Maybe this is why you come to false conclusions, because you're ignoring data. This is why you sound such an idiot, because if you actually looked at the data, you would have the answer to, like, oh my God, look how smart I am. No, you idiot. You could have figured this out. You could have done 5 minutes of research, and you could have figured out how stupid you sound. But now I know why you don't do the research, because you don't even believe in data.
Why are all...
Guys, this is pretty basic. Let me know if I'm wrong about this. This is pretty basic, right? Hold on. Yes, so that's the difference. When floating ice, such as icebergs in the ocean, melt, it does not contribute to sea level rise, because the ice is already displacing water equal to its weight, right? But land-based ice, which those are called glaciers, the concern with sea levels rise primarily comes from ice that is on land, such as glaciers and ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica. When this land-based ice melts, it flows into the ocean, adding extra water to the ocean that was not previously part of it. This additional water increases the total volume of the ocean. Oh my God, guys, it took me 30 seconds. It took me 30 seconds to figure this out. You fucking moron. You could have just done a simple search. Oh my God.
Will the water overflow out of the cup?
So now that you understand why he's wrong, let's listen to this guy thinking that he's
There's
smart.
ice in my water right now. I'm going to leave the water unattended until the ice melts. Will the water overflow out of the cup? No. Why are all the richest, most important people in the world who are pushing this scam buying beachfront homes?
Oh my God, because oh my God, you just answered it. You just answered it. You know what? Okay. Why are the most richest people in the world buying beachfront property if waters are going to rise and maybe there's a risk to them losing these houses? You know why? You know why, Andrew Tate? Because they're the richest people in the world and they can afford losing houses. They're not going to not have beach property. But they're not. If I'm fucking as rich as these people, I'm not going to just not have beach property because of them maybe one day losing them. I can afford to lose my beach properties. And also because even if I was concerned financially, beach property has such a high return on investment that even if I lose them, the return, because this is not going to happen overnight. You're not going to lose these beach property, even if you do lose them, because it depends on where they are. But even if you do lose them, the return on the investment is so much that eventually when you do lose them, the money that you made from them was worth the investment. So sometimes, again, and sometimes they're just being idiots. I don't know. But there's a lot of explanation. And also, I don't know, like rich people do you think they always make the best decisions? Like, are these like scientists? These are just rich people. Like, I'm not looking at these people for my source of science news or science explanation. I go to the scientists. Like, oh, why are rich people buying beach property? I don't know. As if they're the authority to what is scientific or not. I need more people to see how stupid these claims are, and also how easy it is to find the explanation. Like, why do people just sit here, like, listen to Andrew Tate and like, that sounds about right. I am not going to spend an extra 5 seconds to check this. Andrew Tate said it, so I'm going to trust it. Like, is that how people consume information online? Is that how it works? Because it really does take like 5 to 20 seconds to check these things.
Data says. The data's from the Matrix, and you are the Matrix, and the Matrix is full of lies. Anyone?
Oh, guys, let's remember this. Andrew Tate is saying the Matrix is lying to you. Okay, he is giving you the truth, and there's the Matrix. They all coming up. Don't trust the data because the Matrix is lying to you. Okay, remember that part because I'm gonna let him finish. And then I'm going to play something from the Matrix to you guys. Okay, so let's listen to the rest of this.
Who actually analyzes the data nowadays proves they're a dumbass. Have you seen that graph thing, that meme, where you have the most stupid people and the most intelligent people do the same thing? Then you have the midwit in the middle. Data is for midwits.
Okay, so guys, don't use data as a source of your information. Use memes. Okay, this meme... So is a more trusted source of information. By the way, they're like, yeah, don't guys, data. Who wants data? Look at my meme. That will explain everything to you. Okay, sure.
You know? Well, the data says. Yeah, the data says. Well, actually, I guess statistically, the pharmaceutical company who sells the jab made the data. Why are you even reading it? Why are you reading it? There were stupid people who sat there.
No. The data. Okay, here's the thing. When we're looking at research, we also look at part of if you had any experience in how to do research or fact checking, you would understand that we could check the sources of our information. So research coming from within the industry is obviously less trustworthy than research that is coming from academia. We do check part of, if you understood how to do proper research, you would know that part of the process of doing well done research is to check the funding and the source of the research. That is part of the process, right? So I will look if a research is coming from a well-known academic institution, obviously that is a higher level when it comes to trustworthiness than one that is coming from the industry directly itself. That is something that you should do, part of your research process. So yeah, maybe get familiar with how to do fact checking instead of complaining about it.
Said the jab's made of 5G cellular data, and then there was extremely intelligent people like me who said, I don't trust these motherfuckers, and we both didn't get the jab. All the people in the middle were like, well, the data says, and the news said. They wouldn't just make us all take a jab for no reason. Jabby jab, jabby jab. If you even look at data.
The jabby jab saved countless of lives, you fucking idiot. All the data shows still that it saved lives. I don't know. These people have blood on their hands. A lot of people who listen to this are dead now because they didn't get the jab.
Nowadays, you're a dumbass. You should just know. Street smart people don't need data. We've just been around.
Oh, you just, yeah. Sure, guys. Just basically, this is trust me, bro methodology. Do not look at research. Do not look at science. Do not look at evidence. I'm smart. Just trust me. Wow. Where has that gotten society? Everything that we have Everything, all the progress that we have made in society is based on people using data and research and science. The people, what the fuck? Yeah, guys, we don't need science. We're just street smarts. Just trust me. Amazing, unbelievable.
You know? I've just been around. I just know things because I've just been around.
He's just literally saying, just trust me, bro. That's all he's just literally saying, like, I know when it says just trust me, bro, it's supposed to be a meme where we make fun of people, but he's actually saying it.
Honestly, that is so relatable to me. I can't even explain it. I just know things because I've been around, because there are so many scenarios I find myself in where I'm unable to articulate the point.
What the fuck? How are these people are serious? Like, I just know. I don't need evidence. I just know things. That's their methodology for coming up with conclusions. No wonder why your conclusions are so insane.
Able to articulate the natural reaction that I have when somebody tries to sell me garbage. I can't articulate it when somebody explains to me, well, the moon landings definitely happened because this, and the firmament, and they could get, and I'm just like,
Yeah, so basically she's saying, I have no explanation, I have no data, I have no evidence, and I can't even argue for my position. I just know that I'm right. This is faith. This is faith. I just know that I'm correct, and I could provide you with no data and no logical reasoning for it. I just believe myself.
No, I don't know. Instinctually, it just doesn't register to me. It just feels like that is a lie. But I found
it just feels right. It just feels right. You just heard Andrew saying, like, this is the Matrix. This is the Matrix lying to you. Well, let me actually show you what the Matrix looks like, okay? People, Matrix, the audience, okay? Let's look at the who's lying to who, right? So this is Andrew Tate here explaining, okay, how he scams people with his webcam industry. So Andrew Tate, the savior of men against the Matrix, in his own words, tells you how he takes advantage of men by lying to them. This is your men's rights advocate. You know what? I'm a men's rights advocate and a woman's rights advocate, okay? I'm saving you from Andrew Tate, who is an enemy of men, who lies to them to separate them from their money. And I'm not accusing, I'm not something without evidence. Andrew Tate will tell you this himself here. Listen to this. This is what the Matrix looks like.
I'm taking over. So what I did is I unplugged their keyboards and plugged a new one in from me behind the screen. Chicks would sit there and hit a keyboard that wasn't plugged in. And me and my brother would do all the talking. The girls were just pure, just famoosers, just laughing and doing this. And they were talking to fucking ice cold hustlers. We were taking their money, all of it.
We were taking their money. So you're talking about lonely men who require emotional support, and they're talking to women because they feel they're desperate and they have nothing else. And instead of providing them with support and instead of sympathizing with them, you have women in front of the camera and you are basically talking to men. By the way, this means Andrew Tate and his brother were basically telling men, a lot of gay stuff, apparently. Things that they don't like. Like Andrew Tate was actually telling men sexually pleasing messages to other men. I can't imagine what he was writing, but that's what he was doing when he was typing. Pretending to be a girl. Andrew Tate was pretending to be a girl. And his brother, right? And lying to these men, to these lonely men, and you basically using the scam as a way to take their money. So the next time Andrew Tate is telling you that, the system is taking advantage of you and is lying to you, just remember that Andrew Tate and his brother were pretending to be girls, sending sexual messages to lonely men to take their money away from them. The money that they work for, they take it to separate them from their money. That's not the system. There's not a global system that is trying to do that to you. It's people like Andrew Tate who are trying to do that to you.